In Kingdom Hearts, Sora is a Keyblade wielder who has spent his life defending his friends and guarding the light of many Disney worlds. Ever since he received that Keyblade, he has been battling darkness, protecting the light, and connecting with everyone he meets. But who was Sora before the Keyblade, and how was he chosen to wield this power? Hello, I'm Isaac from Wotso Videos, where we discuss fun topics for fun people. I'm focused on spreading the magic of Disney, so to do that today, I'm going to be breaking down the backstory of Kingdom Hearts' main character, Sora. By the way, if you'd like to learn more about Sora after the video, I provided all the links to the games and the resources I used in the description. I've been traveling across the many Disney worlds within Kingdom Hearts as Sora for many years. My friend Ben had recommended the series to me many years ago, but I could have never imagined I would get so deep and so committed to this series. I remember sitting in my tiny room at my old house in 6th grade, turning on my tiny Philips TV, which I named Philip obviously, putting in the first Kingdom Hearts game after buying that, the second game, and 358 Days Over 2 with my birthday money, and beginning the insane adventure. The mixture of a unique tale and characters with all of the Disney connections made Sora's story one I would never forget. But over time, as more games began to reference his past, I longed to fully understand where this hero came from. Although Sora was early on being designed as a lion-human hybrid with a chainsaw weapon, he ended up being a boy with a strong heart that was willing to help others. When Sora's heart was brand new, it followed the light to the damaged heart of a Keyblade apprentice named Ventus, who had his heart fractured by the ruthless Master Xehanort. To prevent Ventus from slipping away, Sora joins his heart with Ventus's, ensuring Ventus will one day be able to earn back the part he lost. Before Sora even had the Keyblade, he was protecting the light. This light-filled boy was then born into a world known as Destiny Islands to a mother and father who were involved in his life, but who also allowed him to explore and be free on the islands he lived on. Growing up, Sora was a cheerful, upbeat, and energetic child who often played and competed with his best friend, Riku. Together, they would race around the island and clash with swords and compete in any way they could, but they cared for one another and were each other's earliest friends. At the age of 4, Sora saw Riku from a distance interacting with a man who we know to be the Keyblade wielder Terra. Later, Keyblade Master Aqua meets both Sora and Riku, but after noticing Sora and Riku's friendship and Riku's power to wield the Keyblade, which he was given by Terra, she decides not to give that gift to Sora as well. Master Aqua saw Sora's potential, but hoped to protect the boys from conflict.
One Keyblade is enough for any friendship.
After being passed by Aqua to be capable of wielding a Keyblade, one night after Sora and Riku are done resting on a beach and begin to walk home, Sora suddenly begins to cry. Sora describes the pain as something squeezing him inside, but Riku assures him,
"Maybe there's somebody up there in all those worlds who's really hurting. And they're waiting for you to help them."
Sora closes his eyes and reaches out, sending his mind to a dream place called the Awakening, where he encounters Ventus's heart, which has become lost. In need of a place to rest his heart, Sora allows him to leave his heart with him. Here we see Sora is willing to connect with others in powerful ways. A year later, a mysterious girl named Kairi appeared on the islands from another world, was adopted by the mayor, and then befriended by Sora and Riku. They would discover hidden areas of the islands, played all across the tropical terrain, and would open up and discuss what they wanted in their lives. They were loyal, dedicated, and cared for one another like nothing else. The trio were and forever would be best friends. Throughout their childhood, Sora and his friends desired to understand and experience life beyond their small islands. They wanted to see all of the worlds, realize their purpose, and discover it all together. When Sora reaches the age of 14, they decide to finally search for the new worlds that lie beyond their shores by building a raft. On the day of construction, though, Sora dozes off, which leads his mind to venture into his heart like he once did with Ventus. Here, he unlocks the strength that slept within him, confronts the darkness that exists within, and learns he has the power to open the door. Sora has always had a power within him that was finally being realized. When Sora awoke, though, he is unsure of what his dreams mean, but brushes it off to focus on building the raft. While constructing their vessel on the island, Sora comes across a brown hooded figure and a door with no handle within a hidden cave. The being, who we know now is Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, explains why he is there.
This world has been connected, tied to the darkness, soon to be completely eclipsed.
Although Sora is confused on what Ansem meant, he finishes the raft, spends some time watching the sunset with Kairi, and then goes off to sleep, but he wouldn't be asleep for long. When a storm approaches, Sora leaves to go save the raft and quickly comes into contact with dark monsters called Heartless. When Sora finds Riku, Riku explains he has opened the door so they could go to any world. Although Riku had a strong heart and had shown great strength opening the door to other worlds, by embracing the darkness while Sora resisted and attempted to save his friend, Sora was chosen over Riku to wield the Keyblade by the Kingdom Key. After being sent to a world known as Traverse Town and meeting Donald and Goofy, these new friends set out to search for Riku, Kairi, and Donald and Goofy's king, Mickey. They searched many worlds in hopes of finding those they had lost and resisted the darkness that was spreading. When they finally found Riku again, they learned he had taken Kairi captive, had grown in power, and was falling to darkness. Because of Riku's new strength, he was able to take the Kingdom Key from Sora, leaving Sora alone and without the power he had depended on. But even though he had lost his weapon, he would not stop. Sora's heart would never let him stop when he could still keep fighting to save his friends. Determined to find Kairi, Sora continues searching for his friend and confronts Riku again. Sora looks back on his journey to find his friends and realizes where his true strength comes from. He is not afraid to face Riku even without the Keyblade.
I don't need a weapon. My friends are my power.
Sora had a unique, determined, strong, and connected heart that was ready to fight for those he cared for and the light. And for these reasons, and his willingness to be independent from the power of the Keyblade, even though the Kingdom Key was initially going to choose Riku to be its wielder, it decides in that moment to forever be with Sora. With the Keyblade in the hands of Sora, he not only helps Kairi and Riku, but he goes on to save all of the worlds as well. With the Keyblade in hand and friends by his side, Sora is always ready to fight to save his friends in need, clash with the forces of darkness, and continue to protect the worlds. Although he has faced many foes, no amount of darkness can drown Sora. Of course, Sora is aware of the danger and importance of the quests he ventures on, but Sora's unrelenting heart allows him to never stop smiling, joking, pushing forward, and finding the light in every world. This video was brought to you by these wonderful fun people over on Patreon. To become a patron, to get to do cool monthly events, and get exclusive merchandise, make sure to check out the Patreon link in the description. Today, when I post this video, Kingdom Hearts 3 is available for the world to experience, and I hope you get the chance to play it. I've begun to have my fun playing in the new worlds and taking in all the story has to offer, and I would highly recommend it coming from a big Disney and Kingdom Hearts fan. If you enjoyed this video, then click that like button, and if you'd like to stay up to date with when I post here on YouTube, I would love if you subscribed. And finally, as always, thanks for watching and have a magical day.